In this next video, we are looking at turn 7 in the 1911-1912 Italian-Ottoman War. So we start with the Italian player turn, and the event that is rolled up is not a good one. It is home front debates war goals. So this ends up costing more in recruitment costs. So apparently, some on the home front really would like more of the money maybe to be spent home. So we're going to be able to recruit less units as a result. So what I did is I recruited 3 infantry regiments to the staging area, and I also recruited a colonial cavalry. And the colonial units actually don't cost more, so that money must be coming out of a different fund. At Derna and Zenzuri, I spend some points to convert the fortifications into bases, so they're more valuable now. And then I have the 3 infantry land by amphibious movement to Barca, and this landing is unopposed, so they capture that town. Then I have Frugoni's force at Sirte activate, and they march down into the desert toward the oasis and the town of Hun. And they actually need 2 activations to get there because they have some slow infantry marching with them. And finally, they decide to attack the Libyan militia at the oasis Sakna. And the Italians have a leader present, so that's going to make a difference this time in getting advantage. So in the end, the militia is scattered and Frugoni captures the oasis. Then the Ottoman 127th Infantry defends the town of Hun next door, so I had Frugoni expend another activation point to be able to attack them. This time, though, the Turks get the initiative, but since they have 1 Turkish unit there and it can't be rebuilt, they decide to withdraw. So they retreat along the track toward Zella. And that pretty much brings the Italian part of the turn to an end. Moving on to the Ottoman player turn, 1 point is spent to purchase the uprising markers, so they're back in the pool. And 1 Libyan militia unit is deployed at Bardia. And then I spent some activation points to build entrenchments at several of the oases because my desire is to improve them to bases later on. Then I had Sawala's forces at Tobruk march to Derna to attack the Italians there again. And this time the Senussi tried to create an uprising among the populace, but that failed. And despite being outnumbered, the defending Italians get the advantage, and the Senussi are defeated. They lose 3 steps, and they have to retreat back, but they get a lucky die roll on this, and they go right back to Tobruk, which is good. It saves me an activation. Next, I decided to have Suleiman march his forces from Gia Rabor toward Derna. He can't get there in 1 activation, so I have to make a second activation to get him adjacent. And then I attempt again to use an uprising. This fails again. But despite this, Suleiman is a general there, and he outmaneuvers the Italians and gets the advantage. So the colonial engineers end up suffering a step loss, but unfortunately that's all. And the Italians hold the position, so they get to fire back. And the Ottoman attackers end up losing 3 steps, and they have to retreat 4 spaces backwards, so they decide to go along the track back toward the oasis at Jira Abor. So I have Suleiman use another activation point to march the forces all the way back to the oasis, and then I spend 2 activation points to rally the troops at Tobruk and Jera Rabor so that they're all back to full strength. And that is the end of turn 7. So thank you for watching. And if you're interested to see what happens on turns 8 and 9, please stay tuned. Have a great day.